Hi, welcome to another episode of Walking the Path, and today I'm in Cave Path. I'm in Wookey Hole. It's a cave complex in the southwest of England. You can hear the amazing echo in here, and you can see maybe above my head here small stalactites and stalagmites forming. There are many different caves. This one was actually formed by a whirlpool of water sending the rocks around. It's a very low and wide cave. There are others that are very narrow and high. They are hundreds of thousands of years old. There is a river, underground river, that runs through that has created them. In the far side here is another passage, and behind there is where the Celts buried their dead. People have lived here for many thousands of years. There are many skeletons that have been found here. It's also, the legend is that 1,000 years ago a witch lived here, and she was banished by the local villagers from the village, and she came here to live, and the villagers were afraid of her, that she thought she was casting a spell, so they had the church send a priest, and his job was to exorcise her. And the legend is that she was turned to stone here. The feeling here is just one of a real peace and serenity. And I know it's a cliche that people are saying that every so often guys need their man cave, but there is something really quite magical about being in a place like this, a stillness that helps us to think, I believe, more clearly. Whether your man cave is the garden, garage, shed, whether you have a cabin in the woods, or you're lucky enough to come to a place like this every once in a while, find that serenity in yourself. Sometimes it's just about being quiet, breathing deeply, and closing out the outside world. But certainly in a place like this, the energy feels so special that it really enhances that ability, I believe, to still the mind. And through that, we get a deeper picture and a greater clarity about what's really important, and the path that we choose to go in life, and the things that we decide are important to us. And I've been walking through the last part of the cave alone, and it is just really quite a very still, meditative feeling. I think every once in a while we really need that, to get away from the noise of life, and to return, if you like, back to the stillness. You can see here behind me, this is the underground river that's created the caves, and people going on an adventure through them. Back on the outside now of the cave complex, you can see the mouth there behind me, and some people doing some climbing. And here the underground river that flows out, it's the River Axe. For thousands of years throughout history, people have been drawn to places like this because of the peace and the tranquility and the mysticism that is felt when you're under the earth in that way. Whether you are finding a cave within your own garden, as in the man cave shed, or whether you're finding that peace and tranquility that you have a cabin in the woods, you're lucky enough to come to a place like this, or just that you find a quiet space for yourself every once in a while. And in that quiet space, of course, we nourish ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves, but also get clear about our path ahead and the way for us to go and flow. So until next week, when I'll be on another path somewhere in the world, I wish you all very well.